Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to part 28 of Let's Play Pillars of Eternity. And apparently we have been given a letter. I've just loaded up the save. We have got a letter from the steward, and the steward would like us to go see her. Well, first things first, we obviously need to explore the rest of the catacombs. And then I may very well make the... I mean, I'm not on a time crunch. There's no reason not to go there. Like, for once, we're actually not, you know, required to go somewhere right now. As though it's pretty useful. Now, there is somewhere behind there, but of course, we can't get there just yet. So, yeah, we can leave the catacombs. And we can get ourselves over to Thing. Which will be pretty badass. And you can...
Hey,
fuckers, come on. Up the stairs.
You must gather your party
What the
before...
fuck you doing? Jesus Christ, I look away for 1 second, the twats stop. It's like they fucking hate me, ladies and gentlemen. Well, they probably do, actually. Not the point. Let's get ourselves back to Caed Nua, because... honestly, I'm just interested in what we could possibly... Like, I obviously just want to... Again, we're not on a time crunch. I don't need to fucking explain myself. Let's just get ourselves up there. I'll send everyone there. I'm going to watch this so I can make sure no one... That's not everyone. Who the fuck is missing? Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, that is everyone. Huh.
yes?
Apparently Alof would like us to talk, would want us to talk to him. Oh, right, no, that was right. So we'll talk to Alof in a minute. We'll do that first, straight away.
About my episode in the catacombs. There's something I should have told you earlier.
So tell me now. He clasps his hands together, slowly massaging a knuckle with his thumb. I meant no harm. I thought I could keep you to myself. Then when we resolve the matter of your soul, we would also address my problem.
I also have an awakened soul. But unlike yours, mine is a presence that shares my senses and my skin, making herself manifest at the most unwelcome times.
He closes his eyes and grits his teeth. His lip quiver and twitch with an vestige of some internal debate. Several seconds later, he opens his eyes again. They're watery and bloodshot.
I'm sorry. I've tried to learn to control Isilmir. I've gotten stronger, but so has she.
Why didn't you tell me any sometime sooner?
I learned to keep her a secret a very long time ago. Those with awakened souls are shunned, mistrusted. And after your experience with Meerwald, I'm certain you can see why. You need to be careful.
Tell me about Isilmir.
Artless, uncouth, a creature of rash impulses and feeble faculties. She wags her impertinent tongue when she should listen. Aye, this one's fit to boil. Hard to get this gaff over anything tisn't to do with books and spell speak.
He grimaces, running his hand for his hair. I have none of her memories. Birth spared me that much, but her coarse manners and intolerable hile speak suggest a provincial from a very, very long time ago. She tends to surface a hair's breadth from conflict, when the fuse has burned down and teeth are on edge. And when she shows up, she doesn't stop to gauge a situation, she just acts. She seems reckless. That's it exactly. You recall the way she goaded those villagers in Gilded Vale. She doesn't think, and she doesn't back down, and trying to suppress that has been my problem for years. Is this going to be a problem?
Merely an annoyance. Although...
He purses his lip into a thin, crooked line. He lowers his voice and clasps his hand behind his back. Minute twitches and spasms along his arms betray his fidgeting.
Defiance Bay is said to have an entire institution dedicated to the study and cure of soul-related ailments. Since our journeys have already brought us to the city, perhaps we could speak with someone there.
If it's helpful to you, we'll go.
Thank you. This has been a great burden.
Now let's get moving. Let's get ourselves back to the steward first. And I'm actually not going to go straight to her. I'm going to go somewhere else first to pass some time, because I don't want to pass loads of time without being able to build something because my fortress needs some defenses, and with the main keep, I'm pretty sure very close to being built. We need to get on that. Let's have a look. So we've got 23 hours, so that's all we need to pass. We'll go here, go to this gate.
Sagani, does your fox bite?
Sure.
Can I pet him anyway?
It's your hand.
I'm gonna pet him.
God damn it, dear. So we just need to pass. Wow, that'll take us 15 minutes. Okay, so apparently even getting to Caed Nua it doesn't take enough time. Damn it. Well, that's unfortunate, but what can you do? Caed Nua is where I wish to go. So, we'll speak. I wonder what the steward has for us. Apparently, we have a messenger in the Great Hall. Interesting. I mean, look at this. The main keep only fucking 45 minutes from being upgraded or built. Maybe even fixed. I don't know which. It's one of those. It's bullshit, I tell you, ladies and gentlemen. Bullshit. Here we go. Greetings, my lord. I bear an urgent messenger from Chancellor Warren of Defiance Bay. He requested you meet him at your earliest convenience in the Ducal Palace. Your claim in Caed Nua has been called into question by the Gaffbin family. Earl Bedmer has issued a ruling on the matter, but both you and Lord Griffin must be present. Caed Nua is mine. The Gaffbin family disagrees. As your claim is not based on lineage, an official ruling is required to remedy this dispute. Who's Chancellor Warren? He's an arbiter of legal matters of Earl Bedmer of the Grasp. Tell me about Lord Gaffbin. Oh, bollocks. Okay, don't then. Don't. The Chancellor will await you in the records room in the Ducal Palace. That's fire. I'm not travelling back there yet. You can fuck off because the steward wants to see me as well. My lord,
you've received a letter. Delivered with some urgency as it happens. I thought the messenger might swoon, poor dear. It's from Stalwart. Apparently the mayor, Renengild, has heard of your success here at Caed Nua and hopes you can be of aid to her people as well.
It's a long way for a letter.
People like you come few and far between. And in this case, I believe Renengild is correct in suggesting that your experiences here may give you an edge. It seems she's intent on gaining access to Durgan's battery. And she's offering quite the reward to anyone who can get inside.
A reward, she says, for getting into the battery. That's a reward of its own, surely.
What is Durgan's battery?
The dwarves of the battery fashioned Durgan's steel, and with it they crafted the finest arms and armor the Deerwood has ever known. But the keep has been abandoned for centuries, and none remain that know their secrets. There are many legends concerning the battery. As the Earl told it, the dwarves fought amongst themselves, each seeking to use the battery to further his or her own ambitions. Greed and cruelty brought down the battery, and now the spirits of those same dwarves roam the halls. Whatever happened, the battery has been impenetrable ever since. A shame. I don't doubt that there are great treasures still within those halls.
Perhaps I'll pay Stalwart a visit.
Oh, just think! The greatest of the dwarven strongholds! Ours to explore!
I should mention that among those rumored to have answered Renengild's summons is a certain group I believe you may have an interest in. Followers of Woodica, intent on reaching Stalwart and the battery. I do not know what they seek there, but I thought it worth mentioning, given your interest in the ruins at Defiance Bay. Now that I've delivered Renengild's message, there is also a local matter of some concern, my lord. A mercenary band has been sighted to the northeast. I believe they mean to take Consul Hot's tower, and I don't expect the Archmage will go quietly.
Consul Hot's one of the greatest wizards of our generation.
Olaf fidgets and flutters, vacillating between anxiety and excitement. He appears to be at a loss for words.
The Torn Bannermen are a deadly fighting force, and Consul Hot himself has sent many travelers to their graves. I would caution you to stay clear of the region if you do travel to the White March. It is not that I doubt your courage, my lord, but Consul Hot alone boasts power of a different scale altogether to those foes you have faced thus far. Given more time, perhaps, you will match him. If the Bannermen succeed in their efforts, I fear they may turn their attention to Caed Nua. I will keep you apprised of the situation, my lord.
Who is Consul Hot?
A famed archmage. I am given to understand that the Brackenberry Sanitarium puts much stock in his work, as regards the manipulation of the soul. His spells are widely circulated.
Well, that sounds nice.
But he is poorly regarded in many circles. Some call him a madman, or else cruel and barbarous. He must be very old by now. Perhaps that is why the Torn Bannermen believe they can best him.
Do you know anything else about these mercenaries?
Little enough, I'm afraid. The Torn Bannermen are well supplied and well organized, and there are rumors that they are backed by an unknown benefactor. They have proved remarkably effective in the past, and they are certainly a threat now.
Farewell, then.
Safe travels, my lord.
Alright, can I upgrade the keep now? In 36 minutes. Well, that's just a bloody pain, isn't it? God, you've upset me, game. You let me down, thinking it wouldn't be, thinking it would pass quick enough, but I mean, you just upset me at this point. You just upset me. Although, to be fair, that we have loads of money, so I guess I can't complain. We'll leave these guys here. So I think we were still in Copper Lane, weren't we? We could go to the Craghold Bandits, but I think for now we'll stay where we are. No, sorry, we'll go to Copper Lane. Yeah, I'm gonna say we were over here, weren't we? Main keep construction. Yes, I know it's been constructed because you pricks. Western Barbican. I think I want the barracks. Yeah, allow me to employ hirelings to defend the place for me. Also nighttime, so you know we're gonna go get some rest at the inn, which I believe, if I remember, there it is. I'm 90% sure that's the inn. I might be wrong actually, but I don't think we've been up here yet, so we need to go up there as well. So much exploring to do, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pain in the ass when there's loads of exploring to do, because I love to explore, but at the same time I also like to have battles, so I need to find a good mix between the two.
Well met, friend.
The man behind the bar is nearly... Oh, I've already read this one. Could I get a room? I'll show you what I've got. So they've got a common room, then they've got the merchant's stay, Suit of Worldly Wonders, Fletcher's Stay, and Vixen's Burrows. So 2 dexterity, 1 survive, 1 defense when disengaging. Athletics, yeah, that one. Because that gives everyone athletics. It means I don't have to level them up in athletics for a while.
Hi?
So look at... No. Ah, yes. Combat... Aha. That did jinx the game as I expected it to. Well, it didn't jinx the game, but it is a workaround that we can use. For now, like for 14 hours or so. So, apparently it's still nighttime though.
You're from Gilded Vale? Then you're close to home.
Close can mean a lot of things.
Surely you'll go back when this is all over.
Dunno. Guess that all depends.
Hello.
The young woman stands by a card, watching the crowd with large, bright eyes that focus on you as you approach. Take your time, traveler. If you're looking for enchanted scrolls or garb, you've come to the right place. So this woman is a woman of... I'm just going to sell this shit. Don't really care for spirits. Right, oh yeah, and this. Don't need any of this. None of it's actually special, so I'll just get rid of that. Yep, that's it. So we'll so she sells scrolls of what, like potions. So she sells all the normal stuff. So she's got Seal of Faith, which I cannot use, afford. Telder's Ring, +2, 2 levels. But oh, I really want that. That's 8 grand. I can't afford it. Ring of Deflection. So I think we're actually going to just trade what we've got and then save some money for now. Let's talk to... Well, that depends on her. We'll go to this guy first. Well met, traveller. You interested in purchasing any rations for your journey? No, I'm not, mate. I'm sorry. This guy looks like what I want. The weapons guy.
How do you do?
Ingram stands behind a stall, polishing a broadsword. The patterned flesh around his eyes is crinkled with age, and the muscles in his arms are knotty and lean, but he holds the weapon with ease. He nods at you. Come to take a look. You won't find a finer collection of armor and weaponry in Defiance Bay. Outside Sondil's, of course. He flashes a crooked grin. What's so special about Sonild? She operates in the expedition hall. He jerks a thumb over his shoulder. Sells the best equipment in the city, but Wenin keeps her on a short leash. Keeps her fine inventory reserved for chartered expeditionists, members of the dozen, and anyone else who he takes a liking to. Who is it we have for sale? The lady's hand, a scepter, two-handed, 10-meter range. That would actually be pretty good for our thing. What's it called? Our durance. You know, to stop him from being like in combat for so much. Because I'm honest, like I honestly wish I had like Pike's Pride. That's worth 340. He's selling it for 2,550. I want it. It gives us it's cheapest like stun duration and then gives us some will. I think, and also it gives us recovery speed. Oh, well, yeah, that's normal. Enchantment 3 out of 14. I mean, though, for 2005, you know, we're doing fine at the moment. I think I'm not going to bother with it. It's weapons I was more interested in. A unique Warhammer, one-handed. That's pretty cool. Extra actually, extra damage, +1 enemies engaged. Oh, that's filthy. I like that. Oh, that's so expensive, though. I really fucking want it, though. And it's going on Eder as well. Like, if we look at his current weapon, it's good, but this is better. Like, this also does more damage, I think. Yeah. Yeah, that as much as I really wish to keep, like, I could just give it to her. Like, it's that's fine. As far as I can tell, there is no reason not to. Oh, 2 more people. Oh, okay, you know what? I've got to. You see a dimly lit room with an extravagant decoration, pillows of silk, brocade over the floor surrounding a large velvet-covered divan. A man sits on the divan, his shirt untucked and only halfway unbuttoned. Behind him stands this elf, dressed in the same lavish finery as decorates the room. Her hips gyrate gently, dancing slowly around the man as she begins to sing. He looks up at her blearily, intoxicating clouding his vision. He smiles, tunelessly humming along with her. Her words are too low to hear clearly, but as her singing grows more intense, the lights in the room seem to dim even further and everything loses focus. She takes his face in her hand, singing directly to him, running her hands down his shoulders and arms until she is holding his hands. The man's eyes grow heavy and he quickly succumbs to sleep, slumping backwards. She holds his arm, catching him as he falls, and gently lays him down across the divan. She stops singing when his head hits the pillow, and suddenly the lights brighten back up, and everything snaps back into focus. She slips her hand into his jacket, retrieving an item that she places into a small box sitting on a nearby table. She looks back at the man, shakes her head, and escapes into the night. That's one way to rob someone. You see a man stumble, knees bleeding, clothes torn, eyes dead. His skin is damp with sweat, but he pushes onward. His back is arched, defeated. At his side hangs a bow, strings limp from disuse. He trips through the undergrowth, sightless, ignoring all but the sound of his own anguish. He comes across a deer, guts spilled across the forest floor, still steaming in the cold night air. A stalego watches him from above, perched on a trunk of an enormous fallen tree. It takes the man a moment to notice his danger, and it seems almost glad for it. The stalego unravels itself from the tree, eyeing him carefully. Its distended stomach almost brushes the ground as it jumps down, and the man dives to meet it. For a moment, time seems to slow, and as man and beast collide, the stalego roars of swiping at him with its claws, and soon has him pinned, great yellow teeth and acid breath ready to end his intrusion. But with a wet, ripping sound, instead the agonized stalego is himself gutted from the neck to rump. The man exhales deeply, covered in blood, ponderous. Not today. Not today.
Yeah.
What a fucking madman, eh? It's good to know that people, like, stay up all night selling their wares just so I can make sure, if I want to buy something, I can do it. Ah, fuck you. God damn my need to read these. Jesus Christ, that's one lump of text. Xenomacular Inn, dark wood counters gleaming, painters rowdying, smiling. Two men stand behind the bar, joking as they pour drinks, features so similar they must be siblings. The younger snatches up an armful of drinks and walks them around the room, chatting happily as he hands out orders. But just as he sets down the final ale and turns around, a red-faced Amura charges through the door, trailed by three sour-looking elves, slamming directly into him. The Amura growls, knocking the young man out of the way, and demands an ale from the brother behind the bar. The man refuses, and the rest of the bar fall silent, sensing trouble. The older brother again asks the Amura to leave, the younger brother placing a firm hand on his back and pushing him towards the door. And the scene freezes. With a sickening crack, the man is knocked backward into the wall, neck snapping backwards before he falls to the floor. He does not get up. The action is immediate as the other patrons come to the barman's aid, dragging the Amura and his compatriots out to the back, but the damage is done. The carpet oozes with blood, slowly seeping into its fibers as one brother dies and the other falls to his knees, horror piercing his eyes. By the time he gets up, the Amura is long gone. Well, that was pretty depressing. You see two men walking slowly down a stone corridor. They move cautiously, frequently looking behind themselves. One of them is a man who stops, bringing a piece of parchment close to his light-in-hand helmet so he can read it, while the other keeps walking, glancing over his shoulders. The first man looks up from his parchment in the middle of the sentence and stops, his expression changing from caution to fear. He starts to call out a warning, but it's too late. The Zurip, who appeared from the darkness before them, rushes forward and pushes its small sword into the stomach of the other man. It then squeals, seemingly repulsed by what is happening, and quickly backs away, leaving the sword protruding from the man's abdomen. Parchment falling from his hand, he leaps forward, catching his friend as he falls. The wound isn't serious. In fact, it doesn't even look like the blade has gone that far into his flesh. The man turns his attention back down the hall, looking for signs of movement. Nothing re-emerges from the darkness, so he stands astride down the hall. Determination echoed on his face, sword and shield at ready. The corridor starts to widen as he enters a winding yard straight from the darkness at the far side of the room. He slows, inching forward towards the sound. The light reveals a Zurip against the wall, holding a smaller one behind him with one arm. The larger Zurip has placed itself between him and the smaller one, attempting to shield the child with its body. The determination fades from the man's countenance as he lowers his shield and sheaves his swords, putting his hands. He slowly backs away, leaving the Zurip to care for its young. When the room narrows back to the corridor, he stops, reaching into his pouch. He removes some rations and places them on the ground before returning to his friend. Well, that's nice. I mean, some people can be nice, eh? So can we go in here? No. Oh, we can. So we're going to have a little look in here and see what's in here, then we'll end the part. If anything is in here, indeed. Alright, everyone knows the plan. Up the wall and in the window, grab the jewel for the pretty little lord. We got it. Listen, dwarf, if I have to... Langden, we have company. Greetings. The dwarf eyes you suspiciously and hides his pistol behind his back. You, looking for someone? Because isn't the best. Legdon around the dwarf. Idiots! They're probably with the Crucible Knights. You made a grave mistake coming here. He raises a blade. Well, fuck me royally. I didn't want to attack you. Fair enough. You know what? At this point, I'm gonna get... If I'm gonna get attacked, I'm gonna fucking put you into the ground. Endurance, you can... Actually, endurance. Join there. You and you are gonna go after them. So apparently we're gonna just kill these people quickly. Endurance, you seem to be having... There we go.
Oh, that's 10.
You two, get over there.
You're 10.
Okay, there we go.
Let's go.
Everyone,
Let's go.
kill the last bitch. I mean, I had no intention of attacking them, but they just, you know, they attacked me. For once, is actually accurate.
Hey.
Please tell me that's... God damn it. I put it into someone's inventory, didn't I? Ooh, a sword and a thieves' letter. Our contract inside Raymond Manor will leave a second-story window ajar. He's confirmed the location of the heart of the White March in the hidden chamber. Get your crew together and head to the Brackenbury before Lord Raymond removes the jewel. Add. Or AD. Tell somebody about the plot. I'm very upset there isn't an option to rob the place anyway. You know, ladies and gentlemen, I'll save the robbing for next. I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next part. See you guys then.